everyone, it's Tina Newby again. Welcome back to another segment of Tina Talks. Today we will speak to Wilson. Let's see what he has to share with us today. Hi, Wilson.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I am doing very well, thank you.
Thank you so much for being part of Tina Talks today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, can you give us and the viewer a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Yeah, so I am Wilson Bautista Jr. I'm the executive director of the Cyber Ohana Project, which is a fiscally sponsored project from the Social Good Fund. And we're based here in St. Petersburg, Florida. And what we do is we do outreach programs to help veterans and military spouses explore careers in cybersecurity as they either transition out of active service or they're out and they would like to explore those careers and just need someone to push them in the right direction. So we help them get training. We set them up with mentors as well as get them ready for the civilian workforce by having our placement partners coach them in interview skills, resume reviews, and start getting them ready not to think like you're in the military anymore, but think of how you could utilize your skills as a service member in corporate America.
Do you, how many veterans are you guys currently help right now? And what is the number that you guys foresee that you're going to be able to help in the future?
Right now, our cohorts, we have 10 people total from last year because we had just started mid last year and launched a crowdfunding campaign to support these cohorts. So what we plan to do is double that number this year to at least be 20. Assuming that we have enough funds to do so, and help people get engaged and find these careers and get them moving in the right direction.
All right. So, what do if a veteran is interested in your organization? What do they have to do? How are they going to reach out to you?
So first, they would probably want to go to our website, which is cyberohanaproject.org. So cyberohanaproject.org. And there's a form on there that's basically says for more information, please click here. And one of our staff will reach out and contact you with more information.
Okay, are there any kind of requirement for veterans, or any veterans who are interested can just go ahead and apply or reach out?
Well, anybody can apply, so that's one thing. But what makes us different is that we are privately funded with people's donations, so we don't take any government. We don't have any government grants supporting us, so we have to make sure that every single dollar is going to be invested in the right people that we want to go through the program. So while every veteran is invited to apply, not every veteran will get in, and there's many reasons for that. One can be it's just not the right fit. It's just not the right kind of program for you. It may be too intense in the requirements, the time commitment. So we will take those individuals and support them with other resources. There are other organizations that have different kinds of learning styles than we do. So we'll help them out in that way. So they go through a pretty regimented process of applying, letting us know, hey, in an essay, why should we pick you, right? And it's very similar to a college application. The next is a video interview. We want to make sure that one, you can communicate well. Two, you're taking this seriously and dressing the part. And then three is like it communicates to us to say, hey, yeah, this person is interested, they're ready to go, and we could see that this is going to be a good investment of everybody's money. Because like I said, we don't have a lot of money, but we just need to make sure that the return on investment, and we could show everybody that we're making an impact with all of these dollars and cents that are coming in.
And, like you just mentioned earlier, you guys are just starting out. So funding is not something that you guys have quite a bit now. So I know that you're having something special that we're going to talk a little bit later to
Yeah.
help with that funding. But let me ask you something. Are there any other way, if people, who have been a veterans and who are successful, what can they do to help out if they are interested in the project and in your organizations?
Yeah. So again, go to the organization's website, cyberohanaproject.org. We're looking for lots of different folks, not just for people to financially sponsor us, but we're actually looking for people that can act as mentors, right? I'm only one person, and we have a small team. So we always strive to have veterans that have like minds to support their brothers and sisters that have gotten out of the service, to help them one transition successfully and as smoothly as you can, because it is a rough transition to go from a very regimented to kind of like a free-for-all life.
Right.
Right. And then help them answer some of these questions in the large and growing field, very popular field to be in cybersecurity, because it could get confusing. So and then also it helps to have these veterans and volunteers that are not just working in the industry, but also we might have folks that may be interested in supporting vets in different ways. So we have partnerships with some other companies that help with mental health. Also, we have some financial advisors that are willing to help go through veterans' finances to help them do all of those things. So we're trying to be a conduit. We're trying to be a hub of resources for veterans that come in our program so they can be successful at any point in their transition process and then later on in their career.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is right now, you're willing to take on anyone who's willing to give their expertise, their time, and their money, of course, to help with
Yeah.
the organizations. Contact you, and then we'll sort it out which way they can better help and with the organization.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting because that message went out, and a lot of veteran organizations that deal with cybersecurity are just like veterans that are in cybersecurity. But what makes us really unique is that our entire leadership, our entire core leadership team, are all civilians from different walks of life. So you have small business entrepreneurs, you have people that do commercial real estate, you have people that have done IT, and they're from all different walks of life and all shades of color, every different, it's really great to see how people have come together just for this small little project and put in their talents and time to make this a success. So I thank them that this project wouldn't happen without them.
And and I think that it start with small project, right? If every single one of us can just help start a small project, and then the more people help, it's gonna become bigger and bigger. And now, you guys are helping 10 veterans, but if we get more help, more funding, we get to help a lot more veterans. And there are so many out there that, like you said, just at a loss when they come out, and the real world, because it's not the same, and it's very hard for a lot of people to get back to the norm of thing and just doesn't even know where to begin, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, this is a part of the reason why I started this is because I struggled getting out. I found myself in a situation where it's like, hey, I've got 6 months left. I need to figure out life really quick. And when I had been on active service for 13 years, that's 13 years of your life you dedicated. And now it's just like, okay, well, what am I going to do? Right. So I had to learn very quickly. And I didn't have the support system back then that a lot of folks have now, because they've realized is that, yeah, we're not helping out the veterans when they come back from war enough. That these like PTSD is, that's something that happens when you go through a traumatic experience. It shouldn't be looked down upon. But when I
Right.
was in, it was just like, oh yeah, you're weak. It's like, oh, well, that's not the case.
Right.
Everybody has their stuff. So I wanted to make this organization be something that people could come to, feel safe, and be around like-minded folks that are there to help them be successful in life and, again, in a career in cybersecurity.
All right. Well, let's talk about the event that's coming up. That's one of the big reasons why we are on Tina Talks today. So tell us a little bit about what's going to happen on Valentine's Day.
Okay, so there's a story behind this, right? So when I was an enlisted Marine, I was a musician. And yeah, that surprises a lot of people. It's like, how do you go from cybersecurity to, or a musician to cybersecurity? And so I was just like, I spent my time as an officer learning IT, and I got into cybersecurity, and I went through my career, and then I started this nonprofit. And we talk about like we had a crowdfunding campaign. We raised about $8,500, but that was through a crowdfunding campaign. But something that is happening right now, the pandemic, is causing us not to have like in-person events. And so we've been thinking like just daily, it's like, how do we raise money? How do we bring awareness? And I was just like, well, I used to play piano.
There you go.
I used to play piano in the band. And you know what? When push comes to shove, the leader needs to get in front and just do it. So, if anything, I'm going to have a good time doing something that I love to do. And it's supporting veterans, and every single dollar that comes in will be great. And then we're going to have people outside. They're sitting on the lawn. They're also going to be hanging out, and it will be spreading the message of what our little nonprofit is doing. So a little concert, hopefully with a huge impact.
There you go. And it's going to be on Valentine's Day. As you already know, most of us can't go out, wine and dine our spouses because of COVID. So Wilson here will serenade us for an hour and 30 minutes.
That's right.
On Sunday. And when will it start?
6 p.m. So it'll start at 6 p.m. People could go to the website, our website, cyberohanaproject.org, and then a pop-up should come up, and then you click on it, and it'll bring you to the Facebook event page where we're going to be hosting it. Okay. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I guarantee you it'll be very entertaining for everybody, because I'm really excited about it.
Well, guys, we're going to give you just a little taste of what it's going to be like on Sunday. All the information that you need will be at the end of the video, and I will share the link and the website with you. So don't worry, you will not miss this. But let's get Wilson to play a little bit tune for us.
Why do I do just as you say? Why must I just give you your way? Why do I sigh? Why don't I try to forget? It must have been that something lovers call fate. They kept on saying I had to wait. I saw them all, just couldn't fall till we met. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do for nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you, had to be you. How did it sound over there?
It sounded great. That's awesome.
Great, I'm
I'm
glad.
super excited. Well, there you guys, you heard it, and you're going to hear all of that and more on Sunday from 6 p.m. to 7:30. I will put the link at the end of the video and also on this description box so that you can go in and register so that you can listen and be part of the fun and for a great cause. Thank you so much, Wilson, for spending the time and talk to me about the program and what your event's gonna be. It's gonna be super excited. I can't wait to be part of it. Is there any last thing you want to share with our viewer before you go?
Hey, thank you so much for having me. Just remember that we're all in this together. Everybody's going through something, and we're going to get through it. So, thank you so much for all of your support to the veterans, and we really appreciate having you have us on the show. So, thank you so much, Tina.
Thank you so much, and I will talk to you in the next Tina Talks. Bye.